Hey everybody, this is Sergel. This is an introduction on how to use stick control. Okay, so stick control was written in 1935 by George Stone. You can get this book anywhere on Amazon, anywhere. All right, anywhere plus Amazon. We'll just say it that way. For this video, we're just going to do a quick intro on how to use it. I'm going to call it exercise plus fours. Okay, what we're going to do is start on page 5. So you want to start on page 5, and we're going to work on the left column. So when you're looking at page 5, look to the column of your left, and it's exercises 1 through 12. So 1 through 12 on this side, on the left column. Okay, so if you got that book open, I've got my metronome set at 120, and that's because I want to talk about the difference between common time and cut time, and why it's important to practice in cut time, because that is the way stick control is written. There's ways to work up to it, and I'll show you how to do that as well. Okay, so right now my metronome's set at 120. 120 is the BPM I have set. Okay, so common time would be this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Halftime, we feel it in half time. Cut time is feeling it in cut time. So the tempo, here's 120, but we're going to feel it at a half note equals 60. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, so common time is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half time is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So look at exercise number 1. Exercise number 1, even if you don't read rhythm, exercise number 1 is just straight sticking. It's just 1, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and I'll show you how to do it slower too. I'm just going to start at this tempo so we can move through this and at least explain how we do the exercise, okay? So here's exercise number 1, and I'm going to play it in common time, or 4 beats per measure, which would also look like a 4/4 if you're looking at the meter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Notice how my stick height, I'm doing a full stroke. I'm starting up and coming back up. A downstroke would be the opposite, where you're going down. I'm not doing that, doing full strokes. We want to work on full strokes. That's going to be helpful for this exercise, because this exercise, the way I'm teaching, is to help you play drum set. I'm not teaching you how to play in a marching band. Okay, marching bands and DCI, they typically do downstrokes. This is about full strokes. So just keep it a medium height. Make sure you got a good grip on the sticks. If you play traditional grip, same thing. Good grip. You're not white knuckling your grip. Keep it loose but firm, and then full, and just kind of full relaxed strokes. Okay. So back to cut. So here we have the common time versus cut time. This is number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. That's cut time. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Now the reason why I'm saying 1, 2, 2, 2 is because you have the first measure and the second measure. So you got first measure, 2, second measure, 2. Otherwise, if you look at it, there's 2 measures there. It's 4 groupings of eighth notes, and then you've got 2 groupings over here, 2 groupings over here. Or if you're looking at it, 2 groupings here, 2 groupings here. Okay, right, left, 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 right, left. And that's 2 measures that you're doing, and that's the whole exercise. Okay, so I'm going to take the metronome down to 60, which is half of 120, and that's going to give us our half note. And that way, every time it beeps, we have to play 4 notes in there, 4 right lefts, right lefts. All right, so we're going to go right, left, 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 right, left. That's exercise number 1. Here's number 2. 1, 2, number 2, go. Left, right, 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 left, right. Number 3 is double strokes. 1, 2, ready, go. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Number 4 is is the opposite. Left, left, right, right. Ready, go. Left, left, right, right. Left, left, right, right. Left, left, right, right. Left, left, right, right. Number 5 is a paradiddle. Right, left, right, right. Left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. Left, right, left, 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 right, right, left, right, left, left. Number 6 is a variation of a paradiddle. It's right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. 2, ready, go. Right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. Okay? Number 7 is a flipped over paradiddle. Number 8 is a different type of paradiddle. And number 9, 10, 11, 12 are variations of just like a 3 on one hand and 1 with the other. So my suggestion with the first step is to go through slowly. And if you can play a paradiddle this fast, or right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, whatever tempo you need to take, or speed or velocity that you need to take these so that you can learn them. The first step is individually learning each exercise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, learn all of them. Once you learn them, and I'm going to drop this tempo down just a little bit more so it's a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. I'm going to go to 50. And we're going to do the exercise. Then we're going to transition from between exercise 1 and 2 with 4 rights, 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts. Here's the example. 1, 2, number 1. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 4 rights. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts. One more time. And then we would go straight out of that into number 2, which is left-hand lead. Now, a lot of students ask me, well, which hand should I start the 4 rights or 4 lefts with? And that all depends on what you've got to play next on the exercise. And I leave that up to each student. I would typically try to stay straight with the 4 rights, 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts. But sometimes it is easier when you come out of a sticking with a right to go and start with 4 left sticks rather than 4 right sticks. So I don't want to get hung up on that because that can change from student to student. At the end of the day, the transition between each exercise is 4 rights, 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts, all at the same tempo as the exercise. So here's the transition from exercise number 1 with the 4 right, to exercise number 1 with the transition of 4 rights, 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts into exercise number 2. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 4 rights, 4 rights, 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts. Number 2, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Here we go. Transition. 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts, 4 rights. Number 3, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. 4 rights, 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts. Number 4, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. 4 rights, 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts. Paradiddles. Number 5, left, right, left, left, left. Do that. Left, right, left, 4 rights, 4 lefts. Anyway, I said the paradiddle backwards and I played it, which was crazy. But when you get to the paradiddle, you want to come out of that and go right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Anyway, now, one of my students showed this to me, and it's kind of a cool trick. And it works for this version of exercise plus 4s on stick control. If you look on column on the right hand column, number 13. Number 13 is exactly what I'm telling you to play as a transition. It's 4 rights, 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 lefts. So you could, as you're learning the exercise plus 4s, this portion of the exercise, you could say, I'm going to play number 1, then go to 13, then go to 2, then go back to 13, go 3, 13, 4, 13, 5, 13. So between each exercise, you actually play exercise 13 as a transition. Either way, first of all, start at the tempo that you can play the hardest one. So as you're learning these separately, these exercises, if, let's say, a lot of students get tripped up on number 8, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Okay, it's another version of a paradiddle, and it is kind of a different sticking. It's really cool. If you can only play number 8 this fast, then you need to tap that tempo out, do the whole exercise at that tempo. Okay. okay? So the tempo that you do the whole exercise at the beginning needs to be based around how well you perform the exercise with the most difficult sticking that you found while you're learning them, okay? A lot of students have problems with 5, 6, 7, and 8. Be aware of that. It's great. Number 5 is a straight rudiment. It's called a paradiddle. And then 6, 7, and 8, as I said before, are sort of in, variations of a paradiddle. And they can hang you up. Don't worry. Everybody gets hung up on it. Take your time with it. Have fun with it. If you have any questions, hit me up. jazzchaplain@gmail.com.